Hello everyone. In this video, we'll see how to write coding to perform the technique encrypt and decrypt of a text using Visual Basic. So basically, what is encrypt and decrypt? It's a technique to change the format of your message. Suppose you are typing some message to your friend. As soon as you type, while reaching it to your friend, it should not be read by any of them or any other third party should not interrupt your message and it should not be read by them or understood by them. For that purpose, we are having an encrypt technique. So as soon as I type here, see here, I just type here hi. So as soon as I just enter my message to my friend, it will be encrypted. That is, it will be converted to some other format which will not be understood by any other party or a third party. So after reaching it to my friend, it will be converted to the same format what I had typed. So that is called decrypt. That is converting some other format is an encryption technique and converting to the same format that will be understood my friend. It is called as decrypt. So this is the technique. It provides security for your message that it will not allow others to read your message or understand your message. Now we'll just start coding for this encrypt and decrypt technique in Visual Basic. Now let's go into our video. Now this is my form. We'll just design an interface. I'll place a frame. I'll go to the caption and I'll type as encrypt slash decrypt. We'll change the style of the font. Now I'll place the remaining controls. Before that, if you want to change the back color, you can change it. And place a label. This to specify the title. Just go to the caption and give as enter a string and a text box to input the value. I'll just erase the content and replace command buttons. I'm not going to change name of this controls. Just I'm going to change only the captions. So I'll give as encrypt. Second command button decrypt. Third command button for clearing my text box. And finally the last button for exit. So now we'll change the background of this control. similarly change for the commands also. See here the back color is not visible for these commands. For that just go to the style once again. There will be a style option in the property. So there is a style option in the property. You can make it to 1, that is graphical. So now it is visible in your screen. So this is the Outlook interface or form. We'll just start coding for this. Just double click on this form. You'll get a coding window. Before starting instruction, we have to declare some variables. So I'll just declare it dim encrypt decrypt as string. Enter dim key val rnum as integer. So these are the variables we'll be using mostly. So in the form load, we have to type encrypt equals to empty quotation decrypt and text1. After executing our form, all the values should be empty. For that purpose, we are just declaring like this. Now we have to generate some random values to add to the ASCII so that we can encrypt our text. So this is a formula to create a random value. So here you can comment that generating random value. Now go out and just double click on this text box. You will get a change procedure, that is change event. You have to change it to this down drop option. Just select keep press. So get one more procedure. So here we need to specify some condition. So if key ASCII greater than or equals to 65 and key ASCII less than or equals to 90 close it, or key ASCII greater than or equals to 97 and key ASCII less than or equals to 122, or key ASCII equals to 32. So this and means this and statement is used to accept only the capital letters, and this is for lowercase letters, and the last value, that is key ASCII equals to 32, is to accept the space. So after accepting those values, we have to specify key val equals to key ASCII. So key ASCII number plus random number, just we are encrypting. Now we have to assign to encrypt equals to encrypt plus CHR. CHR returns the character of the corresponding number. So key val, whatever the value is held by the key val, it will be converted to the character and will be added or stored to the encrypt variable. Now we'll specify the else part. Enter. If my ASCII, that is my some other character if I'm entering, means that value should be set to 0, and it will be pop up a message that MSG box enter letters only. Then empty your text box and encrypt value equals to 0. That is empty. Now we'll just close the end, if condition. End if. So this is the coding for keepers, and we'll code for the commands. That is, double click on this exit, type, and again go to this clear and double click on this. So text equals to, text1 equals to empty it, encrypt equals to empty quotation, decrypt. So in clear command, we are just emptying all the text box and the values which will be holding by those variables. So text1 dot enabled, we are just enabling the text boxes. Likewise, command1 enabled equals to true, command2 dot enabled equals to true. We are disabling the command3. That is, without the content we cannot erase the content or clear the screen. So for that purpose we are just disabling it. Now double click on this first button. Now we have to store the values to the text box what we have found in the key press event. So in the key press event only we have performed this encryption option. Now we are just storing it to the text box 1. Now text1 dot enabled equals to false. So after encrypting the values, we should not allow the user to enter any values in the text box. For that purpose, we are just disabling it. And command1 also we are disabling. Enabled equals to false. Only command2 should be enabled, so that after encrypting we have to decrypt it. And finally the last button, double click on this. This is the last coding. Here we need to declare some variable. I as integer and key as string. Enter. Now we start loop. So I equals to 1 to length of the value which is stored in the encrypt text box. That is encrypt. Enter. Now key equals to mid of encrypt, I, 1. Enter. Key equals to chr of ASC of key minus random number. Enter it. Now decrypt equals to decrypt plus key. Now next, text1 equals to decrypt. So here what we are doing is, we are just starting a loop from first character to the last character, means the last length of the encrypt. That is, if I'm storing encryption values like 3 characters, if I'm storing encrypt, means the 1 to 3 it will start looping and execute those statements. So firstly it will just extract a single character and it will be converted to the number, that is it will extract a single character and it will be converted to the number, and the random number will get reduced from those number. If suppose my key ascii value is capital A, that is 65, plus, for example, random value is 10. In key press event I'm just adding. So here you can see here. So as I said, my key ASCII is 65, my random number is 10. So 65 plus 10 is 75. So here the 75 will be converted to the character, that is what is the value of the 75, the whatever the corresponding letter will be stored in the 75, it will get stored to the encrypt. Likewise, the entire text will be converted and stored. So after encrypting, we need to decrypt. So we are just starting a loop to the entire text, and in the key we are just extracting a single character. In CHR, ASC means ASC returns number of a character. So here suppose I stored S, it will return a number ASCII value of this character, and suppose it is 75. 75 minus my random value is 10. So now it is 65. So here 65 gets stored and it will be converted to the character with the help of CHR function. So 65 corresponding value, the character is capital A. So key equals to capital A. It will be added to the decrypt variable. Now likewise it will keep starting the loops and it will keep executing these statements until unless the loops become terminated, and after finding all the values it will get stored to the decrypt. Next statement, in the next statement our loops gets terminated and it will store in the text1. Now we need to disable some buttons. So text1 dot enabled equals to false. Enter. Command 1 dot enable equals to false. Command 2 dot enable equals to false. So here after performing encryption and decryption, we are just disabling the text box so that it will not allow the user to enter any text in the text box. So if you don't enter any text box, you cannot encrypt. So just we are disabling it, and you cannot decrypt also. It is already decrypted form only. So for that we are just disabling the decrypt button also, and we are just enabling the clear button so that you can clear your text box and you can start performing your action once again. So this is a coding part all about. We'll just start executing it and find if any error or what. So I'll just type hi, how are you? So this is my message. After I enter my message, it should be encrypted so that other party cannot access it. It will be converted to like this so that it will not understand by any other third people. So after the receiver receives my message, it will be converted to the original form, that is hi, how are you? So see, here you can see here the text box is disabled. If I click on this, my cursor is not coming here. So this is how it is disabled, and you cannot click on this encrypt and decrypt. You can exit or else you can clear your screen. So it is cleared. Now you can click here. Now you can click here also. Like you can encrypt. So after encrypting, you cannot clear and encrypt. That is, you cannot press the encrypt button and clear button. After decrypting only, you can clear or exit. So I'll just press decrypt. Now you cannot encrypt and decrypt. You can clear and exit. Likewise, we are just enabling the text boxes and whichever position you want to do it, you can just enable it and disable it according to your needs. This is all about our coding. I hope this video is helpful for you. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe my channels, like, share, comment.